to my brother and I. We're so fortunate, and so in fact we had this conversation in the car just before we came over. We're so fortunate to not only be born in the islands, but to be of Hawaiian ancestry, and that's very special to us. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on this planet of 7 or 8 billion people, there's less than 500,000 native Hawaiians that roam this planet. And Hawaiian people, our race was started by voyaging. When groups of Polynesians crossed thousands of miles to find this tiny little isolated piece of land in the middle of nowhere, really. The most isolated place on the planet. And put roots down and called it Hawaii. And my brother and I are fortunate to be from that small place and to have an upbringing and an influence from people that have come before us. And it humbles us to still be voyaging and to come to places like Lee Summit. Tell you the truth, a year ago I didn't know. If you would have told me, asked me, hey, you should come to Lee Summit, and I'd be like, where the heck is Lee Summit? I never heard of Lee Summit in my life, but now we're here, and it's so wonderful.
We don't see a summit anywhere.
Yeah.
Where's the summit?
But it's a beautiful place, and it's a beautiful thing to be here. The restaurant, as we have it set up, was made to represent similar to what you find in a home in Hawaii. And in Hawaii, because the homes are small, and you usually have more than one generation living in it, whenever we get together there as friends and as family, we tend to meet outside. You know, we don't have cold air or wind or snow. We left Utah yesterday and it was snowing, and we normally meet outside or in the garage, and that's where we typically share our meals outside. And what's really interesting is in these places that we meet outside of the house, they become sacred places because it's there where we form and strengthen our relationships with the people who mean most to us in our lives. And really, that's what's important in life. And you guys have all heard the saying that when you guys see a funeral procession, it's never followed by a U-Haul truck. You can't take anything with you. All you take with you is what you've grown in your heart and the love of the people that have surrounded you in life. And so we would hope that you guys use these spaces, that you guys would use this space. Invite your family, invite your friends to come down so that you guys can strengthen these relationships that are most important to you. I didn't tell our crew this yesterday, but I would hope, and maybe not tonight because it's going to be a little bit crazy, but as time goes on, when your parents and your spouses, when your friends or your family come in to visit, please find a minute. You guys have license from me to do this, and just don't drop everything, but let Finley know that you're going to do this. But I want you to come out from behind the counter and spend just even if it's just a minute or two with those people that mean something to you, with your friends, with your neighbors, with your parents, and use this space as it was designated. And that's what aloha is. Yeah. Aloha is so much more than hello and goodbye. Aloha means caring, it means charity, it means love, it means kindness. And that's what it means to share aloha. Food is just a tool. It's something that we do while we're strengthening these relationships. The food is just a tool to grease the wheels of that aloha that we're trying to create. And so I'd like to thank everyone who's been part of putting this together. I don't know if we have a representative of the city of Lee Summit. We have the post office here. You can represent Lee Summit. Thank you to representing the post office. But it's so great. We're grateful to the city of Lee Summit for allowing us to be here, to operate, to be able to contribute to the tax base of the city. And it's wonderful to be able to do that. So wonderful that we have a terrific, humble training team. These women spend so much time away from home, They're inside. In fact, they're inside cooking right now while we're out here taking credit for this. But they spend time away from their families to come out and to train all our new team members and to set the tone for what we're going to do. So we're gonna have a hand for Mele and for Malio and for Kendo. And so I hope they see this later, and we appreciate them and the sacrifice that they do. And we also appreciate all our teams. Believe it or not, Kalani and I would love to take the credit for all of this, but it takes an army, literally an army of people that are willing to do the work. And you know, there was a time where I oversaw every step of the construction process and be down here every day, but we've gotten to the point now where, you know, we come to a restaurant opening. The first time I see it is the day that it opens. In fact, Kalani and I flew in yesterday for the first time. The last time we were here, this was just dirt, and we came in yesterday and the store was all put together the way that we wanted it to, and it takes an army of people. And so we can, rather than call out names, if we can just give them a hand and they know who they are. And thank you guys so much. We appreciate you so much for all the work that you guys do. I'm going to pass the mic to Kalani, and he can thank our Volkswagen Club.
Thank you, everyone, and mahalo for coming. Such a humble and great group we have gathered here today. I did want to send out a special thank you to our Kansas City Volkswagen Club. Kimo and I actually got our driver's license in Hawaii on a bus that was very similar to that green one right there, a bay window bus that our dad bought brand new when we were kids. And so we're a little fond of Volkswagens, and so that's why the Volkswagens, and they tend to come out from school. They tend to come out and help us with the Hawaiian vibe that we love and enjoy. I'm a huge Volkswagen fan myself, but it's a little far to drag my cars all the way out here. So these guys have graciously accepted the invite and come out. So please take pictures and